Hello. I will wait for a response before I start randomly talking to the air. If anyone's here, please say hello in the chat. Again, I will wait until I see that someone's here before I say anything too much to myself. Hey, Schmeister! Heather Popple, holy crap, how have you been? I haven't seen you on here in forever. Hey! I have not been able to do too much of audio at all. Work is kicking my butt. Hello, 6 people that are here. I only see 2 in the thing. Jonathan Lohman, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. I don't know if everybody gets that reference. My husband says that all the time, and it's funny. So, what are you guys up to tonight? I figured this would be a good way to wrap up the week. Hey, Brian, what's going on? Yes. Oh, it's the first time you got to come live. Yay. Angela Matey, hello. Hello. How are you guys doing? I just recorded something amazing for Patreon. It's going to go up after the live stream. I just want to bring more people's attention to it. And when I post it to the Patreon, it will be available to everyone. And that is so I can try to entice more people to come and listen to just not just myself, but the amazing people that are trying to help make our website become a reality. So I'm really hoping that I did some major justice for everyone. I went out of my way to make sure this was a very interesting story. And just an FYI, it's not going to be a safe for work kind of story. So make sure you got headphones in. All right. Element, hello. The board Taurus, hello. Working and listening to Duchess, hello. Paul Kate, hello. Did I miss anybody? Did I say hello to everybody? I didn't have anything picked out for you yet, so I will look in just a moment here. Let me see here. Does anybody have anything that they want to hear? I think last time you guys were all talking about you wanted to hear more confessions of evil from people, and I could not find. Um, I had saved it somewhere and I can't find it. Sometimes when something's really bad, I have found that when you go back to look for it, it is gone because the one that I had found was really I mean, it was so bad. You guys probably would have wanted me to stop in the middle of it. That's how bad it was. Mhm. You're not the only one, Element. A lot of people love those. That was one of my more popular videos besides I don't know which one has the most views. I think that Madame Lalaurie has the most views of all of my videos, and Albert Fish has been slowly climbing right behind it. Um Yes. You guys let me know if there's any issues with the audio also. I keep trying to check and make sure, but it's kind of hard since I can't hear myself back. I do have a headset on, but that's only just so you can hear me more clearly. I still can't hear myself. So you guys let me know. I'm going to go to my source here and try to find that for you. But again, if you guys have any other suggestions, throw them my, yeah, you know, Confessions of Pure Evil. Yeah. I don't know if I'm having like issues with my computer today or it's just anything computer related lately. Audio is good there. All right. Schmeister, aren't you like UK area? So it's like 2 o'clock in the morning, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know where everybody else is at, but yeah. Hey, Kahlest. I'm taking requests, so I haven't found any yet. The only thing I know that everybody wanted last time I couldn't find were Confessions of Evil. Breakfast at 2 a.m. Amazing. You must have a weird work shift. Let me see here. I think that I can search my little area here. Yes. Hold on a second here. 8 p.m., 9 p.m. I think I'll stream until we're done streaming. How's that? Don't you dare leave us, Element. Don't you do it. Confessions of Pure Evil. I don't know if the devil has a Pinterest board. Let's go find out. Oh. Ooh. Usually, it's something I stumble upon too, because it literally, if you try to look for confessions of evil, it's really like, it's all like coming from the church, if you know what I mean. It's not really coming from, like a place of human scum. Oh yeah, Paul, yep. I have to go at 6:30 for like 30 minutes, but I'll be back. And I don't know if any of you were there for the last stream, but I didn't keep it up because my name was revealed in it, and I didn't want everybody that had access to my YouTube channel to be able to see what my name was. So I don't mind sharing it with anybody, but I really don't want total strangers to have my name because that's freaky. Like, I wouldn't want anyone to have your information either because that's not appropriate. Okay. So the only thing you guys want are evil. Why don't we look for evil? And then if we find them, we do. For some reason, yeah, we don't want evil eye tattoo. I don't know why it went to that. I don't think that would be very interesting to listen to. Evil people quotes. One time at a restaurant, I unscrewed the salt shaker so that when someone put salt on their food, it went everywhere. Name do hold a lot of power, mythologically speaking. In Philly, hey. I mean, I'm not anywhere near Philly. It's an evil evening. Yes, is it? Mm. This is not cooperating with me. I'm not sure why. Ugh. That's what you want to hear, is me sighing into the microphone. Ugh. I really, really, I can't wait for you guys to listen to the, I'm gonna, I think I'll leave this up when we're all done, because we're not even close to being done. But when we're all done, I'm going to put the link for the story that I'm doing for Patreon. Again, it's free for everybody tonight. It's going to be free for everyone tonight. So please, I strongly suggest you go and listen to it tonight. I mean, that one will be free anyway, but I really want you to listen to it. I went a little bit extreme on it. And again, I'm going to warn you that it is not safe for work, not safe for kids, and it's definitely not safe for lame ass YouTube. So it's not going to go up on here. It was written by Jen Parsons. If anybody knows, she's kind of well known in the horror community. She does a lot of writing herself, and I've really wanted to do her story for a long time. And I asked her if I could, even though someone else has done it before. I had a few ideas for the audio to make it a little more, I'm going to use the word interesting, and I really can't wait to read your feedback on it. So this thing looks like it's buffering, so I hope it's just appearing that way and not actually doing that for you. So I hope that you can hear me consistently and clearly. Okay, now we are looking for Confessions of Evil. I'm going to have to go through here. Does anybody have anything that they want to confess that's evil that they've done? Is anyone brave enough to confess something that they've done that's horrible? I don't see anything. I really like horror writers who are also women. Where did you come up with the name Duchess Dark? Actually, you know what? My first instinct, I wanted it to be Dark Duchess, but there were like three, um, they were beauty YouTubers who had that name already. I wanted it to be different because I put milk in ketchup. Ew. I mean, to each his own, but oh my God. Ugh. Schmeister. But anyways, Element, I wanted it to be something different because it seemed like most people's names were something to do with pasta or creepy or something like that. Um, but I also want the option to read something like I have one story. I might have more than one, but I do have one story that's not horror, but it's just like deeply raw, and it's called After the Rain on my channel. I want to be able to do whatever I want on my channel, so I do. So I'm not just horror, I'm dark. I want it to be raw. I want you to come and listen to a story I tell you and feel something. I want to know that I made you feel something, whether it was scared, relaxed, just an array of emotions. Damn gypsy, hey. While I was a laundry worker at a hotel, I once urinated on a housekeeper's tip. Ooh, that's nasty. That's pretty gross. That is pretty gross, dude. I'm going back. What is your I'm not seeing too many confessions of evil though there, so oh, thank you, Element. I want to know what your favorite story is, not just of mine, but your favorite story. Because I know that someone requested that I read The Exorcist and a few other things on my channel. So I'm always taking requests. You can always like leave a request through any of my social media, Twitter, Instagram. You can email me, you can message me on here, or you can leave a comment somewhere. I look at all my comments. I get a notification every time someone leaves a comment. Sometimes if you're commenting on someone else's comment, I won't see it unless I really dig through the comments. But I always want to know what you guys want to hear. It gives me more joy to know that you're wanting to hear that specific story. So I would love to. Yeah, I did write down Lovecraft, I think, last time. H.P. Lovecraft. He has a lot of really long ones, so they would have to be in parts, which I don't mind doing. Again, I don't know if I can because that H.P. Lovecraft is in the free domain area, but Stephen King, no. I would have to and I'm considering it. Contacting him and asking him. I have no what's the word? I don't want to say I have no chance in hell, but it's somewhere in that area that he's going to respond to me at all and and say, "Sure, go ahead and read him for your YouTube channel." What I'd love to do is read one of his books for Audible. That would be amazing. I would love to do that. But yeah, you got to be careful with that. I did just get permission from the author that did I did when I first started YouTube, which has been like a year, almost 2 years now. In May, it'll be 2 years. I had found a writer on Reddit called Nick Boddick. If you don't remember, I did his story called Agoraphobia, which I'd like to redo now that I've had some more experience. Agoraphobia and blackouts. And he's gained immensely in popularity and published his own book. But I messaged him a few weeks ago and asked him, because before he had said, you can read anything you want of mine. But again, I don't like to assume that that is still the case. So I messaged him and asked him, and he said it once again, I can read anything of his that I want to. And I do have writers, they're not like Stephen King, but I don't think you need to be Stephen King to be of a value as a writer, because I think there's so many underrated writers, and I know a lot of them are right in this YouTube community submitting stories and giving people. Vincent Vinicava, he's not going to let me read anything of his. Mm-mm. In fact, I'm pretty sure I know someone who wrote something that was similar to his, and he had sent something to them and made them take their story down. And I don't want to mess with that. I'm not going to mess with anybody who, I'm just not going to do that. Yeah. Old Victoria Penny Dreadfuls. Penny Dreadful. Oh, yes. Penny Dreadfuls. I will look those up. That is very fascinating to me. I love old horror. I really are not old horror, classic horror. I guess that's the right word. Hello, Cryptic. Hello. Um, you have the perfect voice for any genre, seriously. Oh, Heather, you are too kind. I still am in the process and I really want to, and I know you guys die laugh at this, but I still am going to make a children's, strictly children's. It will be a completely different name. And if you guys want to know what it is when I create it, I'll let you know. But it would just be once a week. And I will read a children's either bedtime story or just regular story. And I wouldn't, I don't know if I could monetize that or not because there's, I don't know. I could find children's authors too, but again, all of that is time consuming. But I mean, it's the best way to do it, just to cover your bases. And writers do really appreciate when you take the time to contact them and ask them permission to read their stories and don't just steal it. It helps them and it helps you, so it's a good win-win. The only thing I don't like is if someone's like a really big YouTuber and they do that and then they don't pay, like if they make money. I've never made any money off of this. I think one time I did a sponsored video and it was for Firmoo for free glasses. Again, I didn't get any money. The glasses were for my daughter and then the glasses broke. So I've never made any money off of YouTube. I don't think I ever will. It would be nice to make some money from my voice on YouTube, but I don't think that's ever going to happen. Anyway, I've deeply trailed off. Um, what about the John Cleaver series? It's like Dexter, but plot twist. Plot twist. He kills monsters. Dum dum dum. John Cleaver. I will check it out and see if it's something that I can actually do without getting myself into some trouble. There's a lot of good stuff in free domain. Yeah, I know. There are. So if you guys don't mind me posting per chapter, because that's how it would have to be, it would be way too friggin' long. Then yeah, I would love to do that. Penny Dreadfuls, they were like, they cost a penny and they were short horror stories, like comics, but they were scary. Like they're from the olden days. Is that correct? I think I did that description justice. The Lurking Fear by Lovecraft. Fox and Socks. The Outsider? Like The Outsiders or The Outsider? The Lurking Fear or The Outsider. I'm going to write that down. Oh, yeah. Okay, I got it. Lovecraft. Sorry. Lurking Fear and The Outsider. Anytime you guys have a request, a question, or anything, please feel free to email me. I will answer you even, I mean, there's no stupid question. Unless you're asking something like, I don't know. No, I'm just kidding. There's no stupid question. I'll answer you. It might not be the answer you want. I'll still answer you. All right. Cool air. What's cool air? Yes, for Victorian times. Okay. I was looking for the Confessions of Evil. I believe I did that. How long ago did I do that? Does anybody remember how long ago that original one was? I want to say it was from, dang, almost a year ago at this point because it's March right now. I'm trying to go back through my things because I know that the other Confession of Evil was right by it, where I have all this stuff stored. I'm really sorry. trying to go through this right now. Go back to the chat and check it. Hey, Marcos. Benitez. Victorian horror. Oh, yeah. Oh, Harry Rods is here, everyone. Harry Rods is here. Okay. So we're taking requests right now. I'm still looking for the other confession of evil. And I'm going to warn you, if I do find it, it's really, really horrible. Like, they're just awful. It'll make you lose faith in humanity awful. Let's see. Only stupid question is the question ever asked. Cool Air is a relatively short Lovecraft's. Oh, it's cool. Okay. Cool Air. I request you don't call me that. I request you behave yourself, Harry. Harry. I'm looking for the Confessions of Evil that everyone wanted to hear. From the last time I was looking for it. I have stronger faith that I'll find it this time. So that's what I'm looking for. And I'm in a toss-up for what to post tomorrow. Either a Serial Killer Saturday, which, to be honest, gets a bit stale for me. I keep looking for something more interesting to do. And I'm seeing haunted locations. I might do that tomorrow. Some very specific, lesser-known haunted locations. Like it seems like there's a series of 5 really well-known ones that people do over and over again, like the Suicide Forest. I'm not gonna do something that everybody else does over and over and over again. I don't think that's gonna be very interesting to you guys. And if it's not interesting to you guys, I'm definitely not gonna enjoy recording it. I mean, that's just a fact. Let's see. Cool Air, what I thought was Con Air. Thought it was Con Air. Ha! Nicolas Cage. Hi, Harry. The first confessions video was April of last year. Oh, thank you, Element. That helps me go back through, like, my computer is not being my friend today. Does anybody else have, like, this super strong buildup of the week? And then by the time Friday gets here, like, no rational... It just feels like everything is annoying, and there's no rational reason why everything is annoying. It's just because it's a buildup of the whole thing. Did you guys like the thing from last Saturday? I was wondering because it didn't get that many views. I mean, I think there was over 300, but I mean, usually my Saturday videos are the more watched videos. Daniel Gonzalez, Duchess, are there any horror stories you found about Antarctica or the North Pole? I haven't. So if you have any suggestions, I mean, I'll write that down. North Pole. Well, I did do one that was like not true. Like I did a couple of dark ones about Santa. Those were pretty good. I enjoyed those. Work is annoying, yeah. If you can do something on Weird New Jersey, that would be awesome. Is that a thing? Is that a story? Is that a Weird New Jersey? I'm writing it down. And I know that there was something I have on these little note cards all over the place. Oh, you did like it too, Cleese? I'm so glad. Now, sometimes I do something where I just read it because I loved it. Oh, Weird New Jersey, it's a magazine. Oh. Speaking of North Pole and Santa, North Pole and Santa? I'm just kidding. Just give me a second here. I'm going back through here and looking for the other confessions of evil. And again, I might find this and you guys might just lose faith in humanity when I read it to you. Or I might not be able to find it. I don't know. I'm really looking for it. And I keep going back to the chat while I'm looking for it. Yeah. Speaking of North Pole and Santa, and Schmeister, what was the rest of that going to lead to? It's taking me back through all my thumbnails and seeing. I do want to do a story in MK Ultra, and tie in like the conspiracy theories with that because there are some insane conspiracy theories that go along with MK Ultra, and there's actually footage of a trial, a federal trial for it that I would like to tie in there somehow. I'm still going back. I'm so sorry. And checking the chat. Santa is based on pagan deity of fertility. Gruesome details. Ooh, that sounds interesting. The Contreras says there are many haunted places in New Jersey, and there's a lot of articles out there, supposed true stories. They have a website as well. Oh, cool. If you find it, read it after 7 so I can hear it. Well, I'm going to leave the live stream up so you'll be able to hear it, Element. I'm not going to take this one down. I took the last one down because my name was in it, so yeah. Kahlest says, yes, MK Ultra created the Unabomber. Heather says, the Schmeister, that sounds good. Yes, sounds good. Wow. That would be a really good one. I'm looking for the other thing I had next to my Confessions of Evil because you guys wanted to hear the other ones. My computer's being a butthole to me right now. It's not cooperating with me. Oh, here's something. I really hope that doesn't Do you ever click on something and wish you didn't because now you have to go all the way back through? That's what I'm really hoping I didn't just do to myself. Is everyone falling asleep listening to me? Oh, Lord. Oh, no. What is my favorite movie? Well, I think you'll be disappointed to the fact that my favorite movie isn't even a horror movie. And I have two very favorite movies. And I think that you're going to think I'm a lame ass after I tell you what they are. Fun fact, Camp Crystal Lake, New Jersey. Really? Wow. Wow, that's awesome. I would want to go there all the time. Do you guys really want to know what my favorite movie is? Because I think you're going to think I'm so stupid after. Okay, I have two favorite movies. And I will say that it's. Anyway, one of my favorite movies of all time is Pride and Prejudice and the book. And I love Pride and Prejudice for the story. I love it for the visuals. And I really like Keira Knightley and the guy that plays Mr. Darby or Mr. Darcy. I really love it. So you guys are like, oh. And then another one of my favorites is Silver Linings Playbook. I really like that story because it's about someone who's really lost everything that they thought they were. And the whole time he's been trying to get back to what he was, but he really figures out that that's not who he was. He figures out who he is because he lost his mind. Silver Linings Playbook. You can watch the movie and you can read the book. I suggest reading the book. I tried reading Pride and Prejudice and Zombies. It wasn't that good. Um, two of my favorite horror movies. I love 30 Days of Night and Shaun of the Dead. Did I do that one right? Did I say that right? I mean, that's only a pinch of the movie is where they dance, but that's not. I highly recommend reading the book Silver Linings Playbook because the movie doesn't really let you learn just how deep of the edge of insanity he was. Like he was just in denial of everything about his life. So please read that book. Um, if that's something that interests you. Yeah, I really love 30 Days of Night. The first time I saw 30 Days of Night, I literally lived in the middle of nowhere at a cornfield across the street on each side of my house. And my house, it was like you plopped a house in the middle of nowhere, and it was in the middle of winter. And I watched that movie at night by myself in the middle of winter. High Tension. Oh, I have to watch it. There is a movie on Netflix that is supposedly so scary that people can't watch it right now, and I can't remember what it's called. But I really wanted to watch that and see. You think it's the prequel to Blade? Like for real? Hobo with a Shotgun is a great movie too. That sounds badass. Hobo with a shotgun. I'm running out of paper to write this stuff down. Hobo with a shotgun. With a shotgun. It's the end of the day on a Friday. I worked until like 11 p.m. on Tuesday, and I was so tired because I start work at 9, but I a.m. and I worked until 11 p.m. And when I was driving down the short amount of expressway that it takes for me to get home, I was so tired that I literally thought the sign that's in the median that says motor vehicles not allowed, it's like a little square sign. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that. It was in the center, like median. But my head thought it was a person walking in the fast lane with a safety vest on, and I slammed on my brakes at 11 o'clock at night on the expressway, and thank God there was no one else around. Whoo! Ah, that's a long day, yeah. It was too long for me, apparently. You should see Wreck. You should see Wreck. Okay. Is that a movie? Obviously that's a movie. You must see. I will. There's more than 2? Wreck 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5? Wow. Shutter Island. Yes, I really liked Shutter Island. It was heartbreaking, but it was good. I did find something that's like not evil, but I found 25 disturbing confessions made on Reddit that should have been kept a secret. So, trying to figure out what that is. And it's not really loading for me. Not sure why. There we go. Have you seen Get Out? I've wanted to see Get Out. I tried to rent it, but I haven't seen it where I can rent it anywhere. All the options that I see, you have to buy it, which I want to see it so bad that I think I'm just going to buy it. Oh, you should watch Shutter Island. It's a trip. Um, it reminds me of there's a movie similar with Nicole Kidman in it, where the whole movie is just like a whole facade. I love it. Morsel. It's a movie so bad. Charlie Sheen saw it and called the FBI to make sure it wasn't real. Oh. Ooh. Is he crazy or a cop? I'm not going to tell you. I'll ruin it for you. Mordom. Oh. Mordom. I don't know. I'm not into gore. Like I think that due to the fact that we have so many people that are seriously effed up in the world, I think that it does just give them that push over the edge of insanity. I'm just not into gore. I don't know. The Others. Thank you, Brian Moore. The Others. Yes, I would say that watch The Others as well as Shutter Island. And I love a movie where you can't figure out the ending. And I couldn't figure out the ending to either one of those. There's another one too where it's got like a young girl who ends up in an insane asylum, but there's like flashes of her in a different world where they're like glamorous. What is that one called? Does that sound familiar to anybody? I think her name is Baby in it. The Others is awesome. I was trying to figure out what the name of that. Ooh, it loaded finally. If it'll let me scroll down, that would be fantastic. Oh, gross. Okay. I'm just going to warn you, which I think you are all aware of, the fact that this is going to be bad. This isn't even the worst one. Oh, man, I don't know. I'm seriously questioning whether I should read this to you or not. Just going to check one more time. Yay. There's another movie that it's like a fantasy movie, but it's not. What the hell is that called? Psychological fantasy. And they're in her head, she's in a sort of like a brothel dance place, but really she's in an insane asylum and she can't come to terms with reality. Does that sound familiar to anybody? Girl Interrupted is good, but no. Sucker Punch. Thank you, damn gypsy. It's Sucker Punch. That is a badass movie. It's got, you can't guess the ending, and it's confusing as hell, which I love. Which, if you're paying attention to the movie, which I do, you'll get it very quickly that it's not what it seems to be and back and forth, but it's visually stunning. It's absolutely fucking beautiful and it's brilliant. If you've never seen the movie Seven, that movie is fucked up too. It's an older one with Brad Pitt in it, and I don't mean older, but it's not brand new. But that's one I think they could redo and really make it whoa. But it was pretty gross as it is. Sucker Punch, man, that I love that movie. You said that right as you typed that right as I said that out loud, which the timing won't show that, but the better the better. What's in the box? The Cell. Yes. Man, thank you. The Cell is so messed up. If you haven't seen The Cell, it's got Jennifer Lopez in it, and I think Vincent D'Onofrio. Holy shit. That one, that's also visually stunning, and it psychologically will fuck you up a little bit. But holy crap, that one terrified me. That one takes it to I don't know if it'd be as scary if I watched it now, but the way they did Vincent D'Onofrio up in the movie, that he was terrifying. His character was terrifying. Oh yeah. Yes. I know. I really hope I want to know what you think of it, Brian. It's absolutely beautiful. It's sad, it's messed up, it's just everything. All right. Are you ready for 25 disturbing confessions made on Reddit that should have been kept a secret? Let me hear you say ready. Anybody? Are you ready, Spaghetti? Are you ready, Freddy Spaghetti? Let us begin. Oh, you never seen Chained? Must watch that. Has the guy from The Cell in it. Chained. I'm going to write it down. And with that, I'm going to say we're beginning. Number 1. He strung up his girlfriend's body. There was a guy who posted asking if he should kill his girlfriend. They said yes. And then he responded with pictures of her body, strung up, so that her teenage son could find it when he got home. As the other commenters continued to encourage him, it was reposted on Reddit and ended up making the news. That one made me sick to my stomach. Again, I am warning you that these will be deeply disturbing. Moving on to number 2. He molested his cousin during a sleepover. I remember a guy who unknowingly admitted to molesting his cousin on Ask Reddit when he was asking for advice. Pretty much, they were having a sleepover, and he sticks his hand down her pants and starts fingering her out of nowhere. She stops talking to him after that, and he's freaking out, saying she's being a bitch, and he was worried she was going to tell him even though she definitely wanted it. After all, if she didn't, she would have stopped him. After everyone in the comments trying to explain that he molested her, he argued back saying they're wrong, but then deleted his post. And checking the chat. Let's get it on. Ready. Okay. I'm looking for the people's reactions to the... I've read 2. Okay, we're proceeding with number 3. He accidentally killed several people. Someone accidentally killed multiple tenants, maybe a family, because he left a rag or something in a bad place in the basement. He saw it before any investigation and took it so it couldn't go back on him or his business. Whoa. Number 4. He confessed to murder and got caught. There was a guy who confessed to murder using the bear meme. They also caught the guy. Okay, that doesn't seem very... Again, before I read this one, just by the title of it, it's going to be bad. These are real. Orange Juice Simpson, hello. Yes, we are reading 25 disturbing questions made on Reddit that should have been kept a secret. This is number 5. These are deeply disturbing. If this is not your cup of tea, I suggest you leave immediately. Proceeding to number 5. He spoke about molesting his child clients. I'm not sure of the thread, and it was months ago, but it was a child psychologist who was talking about molesting and abusing his clients. I work in mental health, so I think it was on a related subreddit. Anyway, it was super disturbing. He went into really creepy details about how he would groom the children. Some of the things made me think he wasn't really a psychologist, but some of his knowledge made me think he did have some healthcare knowledge. Again, these people are not published authors. They're just writing a few sentences. Checking the chat. Phantom Zone, we are on Silver Skull number 15. Burger King foot lettuce. Okay. We are reading 25 disturbing confessions made on Reddit that should have been kept a secret. We are on number 6. These are deeply disturbing, not safe for work, not safe for small children. So I highly suggest, if this is not your cup of tea, to please leave. I also again want to stress that I have a free for everyone post going on Patreon tonight. So after the live stream, I will post it on all of my social media and in the description here, so you can all go and listen to it. And I highly suggest that you do. Number 6, he was in a sexual relationship with his own mother. The guy that did an MAM on his former incestuous relationship with his mother. So isn't that ask me anything? Oh, gross. Number 7. He murdered his sister's boyfriend. There was a man who confessed to killing his sister's asshole boyfriend by making it look like the guy overdosed. Number 8. A woman died on her way to cheat with a man. There was a guy. I remember when a guy used Confession Bear to say that he was supposed to cheat with his new wife's best friend and waited for her in a hotel, but she died in a car accident on the way to see him. Number 9. He raped his girlfriend. The guy whose girlfriend had a rape fantasy. So he followed her out of her town and actually raped her. So we're almost halfway through. Who's still here? Yeah? Everyone's still here? Do you want me to continue with these? I'm going to wait here and pause. Okay, moving on. Number 10. He purposely spread his AIDS. The guy that fucked hundreds of men to purposely give them AIDS was beyond fucked up. I'm pretty desensitized, and that was too much for me. Side note, I do believe that people like that are the reason they had made a law. I'm not gonna squirrel it, as most of you would say, squirrel. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna stay focused and stay on this. We are on 25 disturbing confessions made on Reddit that should have been kept a secret. Number 11. These are not safe for work. These are not safe for children. Please use headphones. Number 11. He beat another guy to death in a dark alley. There was a guy who confessed to killing another guy and beating the shit out of another guy in a dark alley. Then he went home and melted the gun. Whew, number 12. Warning. His mother helped him masturbate. Dude broke both of his arms. Mom asks if he needs help masturbating, so she helped him. Then they eventually fuck, and it goes on for a while. The dad also knew about it. Oh dear God. So who's still here? Somehow there's more people here. Still here, still here. Okay, yeah. Don't stop. Okay. Number 13. He stole a skull and then had sex with it. Not on Reddit. Hell, this is only loosely related, but at the time, a guy showed pics of the skull he stole from the catacombs under Paris, and then himself fucking it. Ugh. Number 14. He killed a street thug and disposed of the body. There was a deleted confession of a Venezuelan Redditor about killing a street thug for raping and molesting his girlfriend. This happened when Venezuela was in its first stages of entering economical apocalypse that it is currently in. He described that it is futile for a Venezuelan to leave the criminal to due process since law enforcement can't be bothered to enforce the case. The police were underpaid, and most of the time were in cahoots with the criminals anyway. So, he kidnapped the thug, brought him to a remote house, and beat the thug to death with a metal wooden bat while the thug was tied to a chair. He then disposed of the body in a plastic body bag in a river or roadside street, just like you see in gangster films. I remember that he wrote the whole ordeal left him feeling apathetic and nonchalant. The original confession has been deleted to protect himself. My memory of his confession is hazy, but it is one of the first memorable and powerful things I've ever read on Reddit. Oh, the next one is a warning. Checking the chat. Tim Willis. Hello, Tim Willis. I think you're new here, right? Love your videos. You're awesome. No, I think all you guys are awesome because I wouldn't even bother if you guys didn't listen. That's why I'm not into guys. Okay. Oh my God. Football. I'm just reading the chats going. Hello, April. If I missed anyone, I'm gonna say hello. I don't think I did. I just saw um Tim Willis and April BCR. Um, okay. We are on, if you're new here, 25 disturbing confessions made on Reddit that should have been kept a secret. We are going to go to number 15. I am warning you, these are not for the faint of heart. These are deep, dark, disturbing. They're not safe for work. They're not safe for kids. Please use headphones. I can't stress this enough because this next one is short but disgusting. So that if that's not your cup of tea, please don't listen. And again, if you're new here, which a couple of you are, there's going to be a free for everyone post on Patreon after the live stream. And I will post the links on all of my social media and on here. And I really want you guys to listen to it. It's free, free, free. I can't stress it enough. Number 15 is very short and sweet. He forced children to give him oral sex. On Reddit, someone confessed to forcing little girls to orally please him. Number 16, there was a thread made just for rapists, and it's called Ask Reddit Rapist Thread, where things get dark. If anyone, I really hope that doesn't exist. That would be, I don't know if anyone wants to check that out. Number 17, his friends murdered a helpless homeless man. One guy admitted that his friends murdered a homeless man while they were hanging out in pretty graphic detail. Oh Jesus. Checking the chat, those last three were really disgusting. Whew. Yeah, they're bad. You guys are now there's even more people here. Wow. Okay, number 18. If anyone's just tuning in, these are deep, dark, disturbing, not safe for work, not safe for kids. Please use headphones. And okay, here we go. Number 18. He raped his female friend during a coma. I remember seeing a post on Off My Chest where a kid who was 16 or something confessed to raping a friend while she was in a coma. Jesus Christ, people are gross. Anyone still have faith in humanity? Let me check the chat. Faith in humanity? Raise your hand if you have faith in humanity still. Yes, this is what everyone requested to hear. Were request confessions of evil. Yes, if you're new here, we are reading 25 disturbing confessions from Reddit that should have been kept a secret. They are not safe for children. They're not safe for work. And if you are faint of heart, please do not listen to these ones. No, we're still in it, Element. Number 19. He hit someone with his car and left. So someone had just basically posted to a confession of a hit and run. Number 20. Again, not safe for work, not safe for children. Proceeding on. Probably the worst confession I ever read was when a Redditor, a girl, decided to experiment in bestiality with his dog. They waited until no one was home. Oh, a girl and a friend. Okay. So a girl and her guy friend. They waited until no one was home. The girl stripped down naked and bent over on all fours and changed her mind when the dog approached her. The dog then proceeded to chase her, mount her, and have sex with her. The girl ended up committing suicide weeks later. Not sure of the validity of it, but it still disturbed the hell out of me. Oh my goodness. So we made it through 20. Who's still here? Raise your hand. Raise your hand. If you're still here, raise your hand. Hey, Vidith. This is a really gross live stream. I had to put headphones on. My wife asked me to. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, these are really gross, man. Everyone requested they wanted to hear these. Banalana. We are on 25 disturbing confessions made on Reddit that should have been kept a secret. They are not safe for work. They are not for the faint of heart. They are not safe for children. Please use headphones if anyone is around you. And if you don't want to be messed up or lose faith in humanity, I highly suggest you don't listen to them. We've made it through 20. We only have 5 more to go, but man, they've been rough. 21. He disappeared after posting a serious threat. This one is when he was going... The one where he was going to reveal a famously anti-gay senator for having a relationship with another man in 3 weeks' time, but then never posted after the deadline. I don't know if that's that bad. It's curious. Not that bad. Number 22. He stole her underwear and ejaculated in them. This guy said he would wear a girl's panties, talk to her, come in them while talking to her, then put them back in her drawer or suitcase. He was a luggage guy. Oh, Jesus Christ. If you're new here, we're reading 25 disturbing confessions made on Reddit that should have been kept a secret. Also, if you're new here, after the live stream tonight, that I'm posting something free for all on Patreon. I highly suggest you check it out. I will post links on all of my social media as well as in the comment section or the description box when the live stream is over, so please check that out. Number 23. He had sex with inflatable animals. God. The guy who confessed to spending thousands of dollars on inflatable dragons so he could have sex with them. It was in a finance thread, which made it even more bizarre. Eventually, someone finally asked if he had sex with them, and he was like, well, duh. Oh my God. There's 2 more, and I don't know. Anyone? Do you still have faith in humanity? Can you raise your hand? Whoever has faith in humanity still? No? All faith lost. Some of them are really bad, yeah. I'm a little bit late for the faith in humanity thing. Dragons. Schleister. Is it wrong that I really just want to see like a selfie with this dude and his inflatable dragon? I just want to see it. There's 2 more. One is really bad. So I'm warning you. Warning. I should have like a little warning. Number 24. Just warning you. Ooh. All right. He raped a woman and bragged about it. On the legal advice forum several months ago, and it's been deleted, someone got on there who described in great detail a sexual encounter he had just had where, when he went to the bathroom to take a shower, when he came back out, the woman was gone, and then 20 minutes later, the cops showed up. The whole story sounded very cliched and detailed rape scenario. A few commenters responded to the OP just telling him to shut up, stop typing on Reddit, and go call an attorney ASAP. Then the story was deleted. Okay. The way they write them, these things, which, yeah. Let's just wrap this shit show up with number 25. He stalked a girl and tricked her into marrying him. There was a guy who confessed that he stalked a girl for a year, hacked her love interest's computer, planted a load of evidence that love interest had been stalking her, and was into a load of weird and creepy stuff. Revealed it to girl, helped girl to get a restraining order on love interest, used that as his way in with the girl, and eventually married her. What the fuck? I wonder if they're still married. Hey, Immunity! What's up? Not sure. These aren't that bad. Element. Ah, Scooby's Doo. Hello, kiddos. And Duchess Stark. Scooby. Scooby Z-Doo. Scuba Z-Doo. Oh my god, that's funny. Is it lagging? Spidery web weaver. What are the little symbols? Scooby Z-Doo? Oh my god, I can't even say it right. Scoob Z-Doo? I don't know. Is the audio lagging? Oh, okay. Do you guys want me to find some more? Are you ready to hear the other thing? Are you ready to just go to Patreon? Call me Scooby. Yeah, sometimes I wonder if like my friends have snuck into the chat and they don't tell me. I feel like every person that knows me personally would never tell me that they were on my channel or listening to my live stream just to screw with me. I'm Batman. Why do I want to hear the other thing? Oh, no, no, no. I mean, when I'm done here, I'm going to post something free for everyone on Patreon. So, um, just seeing, just testing the waters. I'm going to see if there's something else that you guys would like to hear, though, because I think that that's just not enough. I don't think that's enough to wrap this up. Was it lagging for a second? Yeah, whenever I used to live stream with anyone else, no matter what I did, my audio would always mess up, lag, cut me out. So that's why I always live stream by myself because it never works when I do that. If you're not following me on my Snapchat, my Twitter, or my Instagram, please join me there so we can be friends and junk because I post stuff on there all the time. And plus, it helps me to get to know you guys better too. So I really enjoy that. I think we've already. Did we ever read the 15 surgeons describe their oops moment in the operating room? Because that was up for grabs. And I don't think we ever read it. I'm going to check the chat for that one. Oh, bye, Heather. Bye. Dragon Guy is awesome. I just want to see something weird like that. Like, I feel like you could troll on Reddit. I think if you spent enough time, you could just get lost in Reddit. There's so much stuff there. I was laughing so hard I kicked myself off. I was just playing the adding characters to the story. Oh my god. I always have more stories. Do you guys want to hear more? Did we do the stories of the surgeons with the oops moments? We don't have to do that one. I just wondered if we did it yet or not. I know we did the cops one. The twins one, we did that one too. Trying to go back and see. I can get lost in a rabbit hole looking for stories for you guys. I don't think we did. Dr. Oops. Let me see what I can find. I think we read the scream-inducing experiences people have suffered through. Let me see if that's something we've already read. Oops. Let me see. 25 people on the most scream-inducing experience they've suffered through. I think I have read this. I don't know if those were scary, though. Sometimes, yep, I've read that. Sometimes people post things that they think are scary, but then I read it and I'm like, how is that scary? I don't think that's gonna entertain. If I don't think it's gonna entertain you guys, then I'm not gonna do it. But all right, you guys want to hear those surgeons? Let's see if I go back up here just a second. Are you sure I didn't read this? I don't want to read it to you guys if I've read it already. Checking the chat. This could be super messed up or just funny. I don't know. Okay, this is, I think it's 15. The surgeons accidentally gave a patient a suntan. Does that sound familiar to anyone? You know what though? I've only found like a few of those, and some of them aren't that good, Element. And I know that other people have done those on their channel, and I don't want to steal their stories because I know that a lot of people have done Glitch in the Matrix. If I can find enough stories to make a video, I definitely will. I really love those too. When people are just confused. Actually, I do have one, I think that I don't know if it's called Glitches. I don't know. I've lost track of how many videos I've done now. Is it 200 or 300? I don't know. I've done a lot. Okay, this is 15. We're going to read these and then we'll be done. It's 15 people. This is number 1. Surgeons accidentally gave a patient a suntan. Way back in the day, pre-op was done with alcohol-based cleaners. Naked, sedated guy with a light sheen of cleaning fluid on him, plus static electric spark equals fully engulfed in flames. Everyone just stood there for a second till someone grabbed a sheet and put out the flames. Surgery went well. No complications. Slight suntan. Number 2. You want me to proceed? Time lapses. Yeah. Number 2. They lost a needle in a patient's jugular. We were putting up a central line for a drip with an 18G needle in the patient's external jugular, and all of a sudden the needle went right into the jugular. We all started panicking because usually with a drip needle, it's meant to come out and only the plastic remains. But now we had lost the needle inside this guy's jugular. Before we could even fish it out, it was gone. I looked at the fellow surgeons and nurses, and before we could do anything, we rushed him right into theater. After a few minutes, we fished the needle out near his subclavian vein, closer toward the shoulder, and then we breathed a sigh of relief. Checking the chat. Yeah, that's why I thought these would be kind of good. Number 3. One surgeon perforated an eyeball, but the patient didn't care. I was a junior doctor working in neurosurgery back in 2008 when one of the senior registrars, I suppose the equivalent is chief resident in the USA, told me his most unfortunate moment. In order to have a patient's head stabilized for surgery, he was using a frame that had a set of 3 spikes that held the head in place. Due to the angle he needed to approach from, this required the patient to be face down. As he was placing the head of the anesthetized patient on the frame, the head slipped, and his eye landed onto the spike, perforating the eyeball. Panicking and thinking that his career was now over, he then, rather bizarrely, started poking at the eyeball, trying to work out what it was, until the anesthesiologist told him to stop. They then called the ophthalmologist, who came to tidy up what was now a completely ruined eye. After the surgery, terrified, He went to explain to the patient what had happened. Understandably fearing the worst, anger, distress, and tears, he received the response, "That's okay. I was blind in that eye anyway." Man, these are more messed up than I thought they were going to be. These are better than the confessions. Business, watch up. What? Dita, calm, listening. Oh my God, that's crazy. Yeah, I kind of figured these would be messed up, but I usually just take your requests. But I had this one queued up last time, but nobody wanted to listen to it. They wanted something more messed up, but guess what? Nothing's more messed up than medicine. I think this is number 4. I don't know. I'm not going to be able to keep track. These aren't numbered. One unconscious patient's bowels kept falling out. We had a patient in the ICU who had some big abdomen trauma. He had gone to the OR and was too sick to be able to close his abdomen, so we left it open. We had a piece of plastic covering, like a bag, covering his intestines, and then we placed a vacuumed sponge dressing on top of that. The patient's nurse called me into the room to look at the abdomen because she thought she saw pieces of the bowel seeping out of the bag and getting sucked against the wound dressing. I agreed and thought that the bowel looked pretty dusky as well. So we called the doctor to come and look at it. The resident agreed and talked to his attending, who told him to take the dressing off, tuck the bowel back into the bag it had escaped from, and put a new dressing on. So the resident comes in, and the bowels had become very swollen from the fluids, trauma, etc. So when we took the dressing off, the bowel all slipped out of the patient. The bag had dislodged significantly. We would tuck the bowels in one side, and they'd spill out onto the other. Here we had this guy in his bed, disemboweling, and we simply could not get everything back in him, in the bag, or anything. Luckily, the drugs we had the patient on kept him very nicely sedated. And we had other drugs to control any problems with his blood pressure, and the guy wasn't overly bleeding. It was messy. We really just had to take a step back and say, well, shit, how do we get this guy's guts back inside of him? Ended up having to call in 6 other people to help tuck things in there, and until he could get back into the OR for them to get everything back into its proper place. Woo! That was nasty. Holy crap. No guts, no glory. Good one. Dana McKnight. So good to fall asleep to. Hey, April. Hey. April Jones has a channel. You guys should check her out. And Vidith was here at one point, but he's probably gone. You check him out too, Vidith22. If anybody else has a channel here, just let me know so I can shout you out. Okay. We are reading what no one suspected to be disgusting, but they are 15 surgeons describe scary their oops moment in the operating room. I don't know what number we're on. We're like just a few in, I think. This one says, just another day of broken blades and body fires. I was bisecting someone's leg, deceased, and I did not know that said person had a metal rod through their femur. Proceed to cut through the bone with a metal saw. Sparks fly and my blade broke. Luckily, I was standing off to the side, instead of directly behind the blade, as it flew backward and hit the wall. The clothes the person had been wearing were lying underneath the body and caught a spark. I doused it with the water hose before a large flame could start, but it still was a scary moment. That's like super fucked up and hilarious at the same time. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. I think you would have to have a really good sense of humor. Oh my God. Moving on. The senior doctor got food poisoning and left the operating room. I was in my second or third procedure, catheterization, when my senior doctor got sick, ripped off his surgical gown, and ran out of the room. The doctor had just yelled, "Oh, I had just positioned catheters with wires into the sleeping patient's heart. They were just pulsating to his heartbeat. Apparently, the doctor had gotten and made it never to return. So I've never made it to this point in the procedure, wondering where to take it from here. I taught how to take them out safely. I'm looking at the vitals, like, what do I do now? They parallel not returning any patients. No other doctors around. Finally, thank God, my tech assistant procedures where I was born to flush the catheters to prevent blood and death, essentially. And after some wire, say fellows in your doctor many times now. Oh, my screen. There. Trying to go back to the stream to check it out. Okay. Am I back now? We're being hacked. Okay. Can you hear me now? It's the NSA. HIPAA. Yeah, it's probably HIPAA. I'm gonna pause and you guys can let me know if the audio is back or not. My screen went blank. Better. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of a window there and see if that helps. Okay. All right, let's try this again. And I take that as a warning where I don't know how much more time this is going to give me before it fucks up. So proceeding as soon as my screen. Okay, it's a nice case of road. I once back and a guy's terrible. I walked mass for scene. There were things moving production container out. The dude had been the most onto the take and waking up one and again. It's gonna be like any fix. No. Let me see if you guys are there. My screen went blank for a second. So yeah. Turn the auto tune off. Damn it. Is that an EVP? Oh my god. I hear every third word. Haters are hacking. Go check out Madlib. Oh my god. No. I don't know if I can get it back. Can anyone hear me? This sucks. And it's better again? I think we're taking a gamble by proceeding. I feel like I should wrap it up, even though these ones are really good. It's the new Godzilla's EMP. It's better. It's great until I try to read. Yeah. Look at people immediately leave when the audio's bad. It sucks. Shin-chan cartoon. Hey, hey. Yeah, I hear you, sir. Oh, sweet. Thank you. Dita.com listing matter. Christian Burrows. Hey. What's in the agenda for tonight? Just got here. Uh, have you ever been to my channel before, Shin-chan cartoon? I don't think I've ever seen you on maybe once in the comment section. Probably only buddy who's going to become a moderator here is Schmeister. I think that's if he wants it. I don't know if my audio is working at all anymore. All I'm seeing is a buffering screen. Hey, Evil Outcast, what's up? We were reading 15 surgeons describe their oops moment in the operating room, which was the most disgusting thing. We had some confessions before then, but each time I try to read it, my computer's messing up, so we're running out of time, I think. The agenda, mic troubles interfering with some awesome surgery stories. I know. I think that's going to be a theme. Maybe I'll look for those and do a whole video on that tomorrow. That sounds more interesting to me than the serial killer. Does that sound good to you guys? Oh, yeah, it keeps working and craps out. Also, I want to let you guys know that just came here. When the live stream's over, I'm putting up a free for everyone on Patreon, the audio I recorded. It's called Soul Taker by Jen Parsons, and it's free for everyone. It will be on Patreon, free for everyone. I'm trying to pique some more interest in it, so Kahlest, I still owe you guys more Patreon-only content. I didn't know what to name my channel. Hey, who are you? Oh my god, I'm new. I'm new. Who are you? That reminds me of Alice in Wonderland when that caterpillar's smoking a doob. Who are you? Are you sure it recorded? Okay, so I'm gonna wow. I only have a phone. That's okay. I'm gonna post it on all my social media and in the description box here. And I really want you I'm really looking forward to the feedback from it. So as soon as we're off of here, I'm going to put it in the description box and in the comment section as the first post. I have to convert it. So as soon as the live stream is done, give me like 5 or 10 minutes for it to load, and then it should be there. And again, please God, put headphones in if there's anyone around you that's it's just like not appropriate for kids or people that can't handle anything that's different. You know what I mean? You don't use social media? Well, it's going to be in the description box here and in the comment section here. So you'll still be able to get to it from there. You'll still be able to hear it from your phone too. So with that, I'm going to wrap it up. My screen for you guys looks like it's still buffering. So the fact that you guys can hear me at all is fantastic, but it just looks like a buffering screen. So I'm not going to risk it. I'm going to do probably surgery stories from my video for tomorrow because obviously, as we have discovered, it's pretty damn dark. And that sounds pretty cool to me. I've got all your requests and we're going to wrap it up. If you want to go back and listen, I'm going to leave this up. Obviously, we have some other stuff in the beginning of this if you want to go back and listen to it. And I'm going to wrap it up because I know that I don't know why my Oh, that's nice. Aw. I didn't know what to name my channel, Dollar. That's really nice. You made my day. There, I made your day. I gave you $1, make you holla. Oh my God. Okay. Some monies. Okay. Well, you guys know that I'm wrapping it up. So give me 10 minutes and then check the comment section or social media and the description box for the Patreon free for everyone post. And I'm really glad you guys came and hung out with me for a minute, and it helped me de-stress and decompress from my week and life. And I hope it brought you some joy into your evening and your Friday night. Okay. And Schmeister, get some sleep, man. What is it, like 3:30 there? Damn. That time zone's got to be killer. All right. Okay. So if you don't know how we say goodbye here, I think you all know that we say it in a little special way. So I'm going to say thanks for coming and bye. Bye. Bye.